What's going on, guys? If you've been watching this channel for a while, you guys know I like to use distant horizons in a lot of my videos. I like to go on the custom maps, and especially when I do my talking videos, and just kind of walk around and observe and look at all the nice scenery. And I started playing vanilla Minecraft again on release, and I've realized that, in my opinion, I think that Minecraft has a render distance problem that impacts gameplay experience and overall just quality of the game. And this is just my opinion, me being nitpicky about it. Right now, I am currently on default far render distance, set to. Well, I have the. Take a look here. I'm pretty sure default is far, but I have the sodium and all that kind of stuff installed, so I have this extra settings and all that. Pretty sure default far is 16 chunks, but it's okay. Like, you can just kind of see, and I know it's raining right now, which will change it once the sun goes down and I'll sleep, but I get that. Yeah, you can see pretty far. Like, it's decent. Like, we'll go over to my little. Oh, we'll wait. We'll go to sleep real quick. Go from there. By the way, these firefly bushes are at night. This is such a great feature they added. I really like so much more ambience, and it's really like that. So, go in here. Go to sleep real quick, change it. And I was thinking about making this like a more edited, drawn out video, but I just want to talk, have a discussion about it, give my opinion. So yeah, we'll take a look over here, and yeah, pretty decent. Like, whatever, you can kind of see far, whatever. Then we'll just so we can see the whole surrounding area just for perspective. And I noticed this. Funny enough, I was thinking about it, and then I went on a journey, which you can't even see over there, to get saplings for to make those kind of trees. I wanted one there. Up here. Take a look at everything around here. So you can see this is just normal Minecraft here. And then let's activate distant horizon. So I like to put this back to 12 for whatever reason. It works best on my computer. Distant horizons back on. So I have it set to 64, which I'll explain later in the video why I have it on that particular thing. So as you can see, it just opens the map up so much more. Once this is my first ever world playing survival with distant horizons. I've never used it to play survival, and it's completely changed my thoughts on the game as a whole, and why I think that they should incorporate some sort of longer render distance into the game. And I know that's easier said than done just because of performance and just overall technology with Java and all that stuff, but not that I really know that much about that kind of stuff. It's just, that's like a baseline, just whatever. But as you could see, in my opinion, this completely changes the game, the experience, uh, the quality. And I get it's like a preference thing or a quality of life, but I really do think that a lot more people would find that sense of adventure back in the game, the sense of wonder. If you can just see going, being able to see your surroundings, and I get you're not going to explore every inch of this, but just having that idea in the back of my mind, like, oh, what's over there, being able to see that far, and just having that sense of wonder, like, oh, what could be over there? I see that snowy little peak, like, what could be over there? Maybe there's a village over there. You can see that village over there, which you couldn't see before. And just having, and for me, the big thing for me with the distant horizons, why I personally like it the most, to have it farther render distance, is just like the backdrop. Like, I feel like it just makes your build so much more appealing. Like, you walk out, like, I'll walk out of my base and I can just have this amazing view. England, you know? You just walk out here and you can see just this huge, epic, just space, and it just makes you appreciate the game, the scenery so much more. It again, I say this a lot. Like it makes you have that sense of just wonder, as like if you were a kid again, just in the game. Like it's weird to say, and I don't know if you guys feel this way too, but this is how like when I first started playing Minecraft, like I just remember it being, which it definitely wasn't, just big and open and being able to see forever. Like in my mind, like when I think back of first playing the game, this is what I imagine it being like. It 100% wasn't, just because we had the same render distance as before, but being able to have see that, it just really makes you appreciate. And I don't know, that's the words I'm trying to find, the words I want. Like the more I get older, the more I appreciate like scenic things and stuff like that, and being able to see forever like that, like this window area over here, like being able to see all the way down that river over to that savannah is just so cool in my opinion. Can't really put words to describe how it feels. It's just, if you know, you know. But I'll tell you the story that made me actually make this video. So I needed the tree, one of that kind of tree there, and which I totally forget the name right now. But so I went all the way over here. I saw, first of all, I saw the trees because of Distant Horizons. So knowing that that was over there, maybe venture out to get them, which you can see right over there. But anyways, went all the way over here to get the trees, and just being able to see my base from over here, like never would have been able to appreciate. I mean, it's again, it's nothing special, just a basic starter base here. Have a nice wall with a little tower thing, but just being able to be over there and see it in the distance was just really, really, really cool to me. Uh, and again, it doesn't change the gameplay. I think it just changes the way you think about the game. Makes you appreciate stuff a lot more. Um, but again, and there's cons to everything. The big con is going to be performance. Your performance is definitely going to drop once you use stuff like this. And honestly, if you're worried about performance, if you put this mod on, I'm on a 7-year-old computer, and I've made no upgrades to it in 7 years. Granted, preface, when I built the computer 7 years ago, it was uh, like $2,500, almost 3K. So it's pretty beefy, but still, 7 years old, have an up. I put an SSD in it. That's the only thing I've changed in it, and I'm still getting 80 FPS. Uh, Shaders on as well. So if you're worried about performance, I really don't. It is a con. It would be a con for a lot of people. I get people don't. A lot of people don't have good computers, but still, I I think they can incorporate this in a way into the base game. Honestly, I think that it would just change it so much. And again, the way they have this is you can see the colors get kind of blended together more the farther it gets. And that's just, rendering and allowing it to have better performance, which you can change. If you go to Dishorized, you can change the uh, quality preset farther away, so you can adjust it to how you want it to be. It can be more all clumped together for better performance. But yeah, so kind of going back to what I was speaking about, uh, why I have mine set at 64. I think that's the best middle ground for me, to where it doesn't get excessive. I could set it to 128 or whatever it is, 256, and I could see forever. But I think like to keep it in line with the current game, um, and not get overwhelmed by how far I can see. I think 64 is in still having good frames. I think 64 is a very good middle ground. I think it's the perfect spot. And if they had to add this to the base game, I think this should be the default for render distance. I really do. Um, and this game, the game has pretty like the landscapes in this game with the default generation, if you're not using mods or anything, like it looks good. It really does, and I think a lot of people don't get to appreciate. Uh, that's more of the words I was trying to find earlier. I think a lot of people don't get to appreciate what this game actually has to offer in terms of landscape and building opportunity. Like I could see 1,000 different places right here that I would love to build something on. Like you have all these cool mountains and in the forest over there or anything. I think a lot of people with the default render distance don't get to really appreciate how cool the landscapes and all the biomes are in this game. Um, without, and I think it, the farther you could see, the more I think it pushes you to actually want to go out and build in different areas. And with the default render distance, you're not gonna get the inspiration. I should say that's more of the words I'm looking for. The inspiration to go all the way over there and build on those mountains, go explore to see what's over there. That's why I've done it a couple of times. Just wandered out just because I want to know what's on the other side of that. And I would never get inspired to do that if, again, I was on low rendered or default render distance, I should say. And we'll just go back to it again. It's a couple seconds here to load. So yeah, here we are back on this default far render distance. Um, and you can see just how uninspiring it is. That's that's more of what I'm trying to say here. Just very uninspiring, and I think that's a big problem the game has in terms of render distance. Again, that's just my preference. It's my opinion, but yeah, I'm curious to see what you guys think about this as well. So flip it back here for that video. God, sorry about that. My nose is stuffy today. Allergies. But yeah, it does. It is very nice with shaders and all that. It's if you're, I'll put everything I use in the description below, so everyone knows. If you're curious. I'm gonna drink real quick there, coffee. But other than that, uh, pretty much that's pretty much all I had for the video. Uh, Curious to see again what you guys think. We have a Discord you can join. Cool group of people in there, talk about the game, talk about just whatever life stuff. As you can see on the channel we have, if you're new to the channel, we talk and do a lot of life talks and just general yapping and ranting and speaking. But other than that, I think it's pretty much it. If you made this far, appreciate you tuning in and listening to me and about quality of life things, but it is true. I really do stand on what my opinion is on this. I do think that this should be the default far render distance. As you can see, it just, I mean, my God, look how nice this looks, especially with the sun setting. But yeah, I'm going to quit ranting. Hopefully, you guys all had a good weekend, good Easter if you celebrate that. And yeah, God bless you guys, and we will see you in the next one.